Hello, everyone. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here at the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Hello from Chicago. I am here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions at noon. Not sure I think I might have 11 today, but that's fine because I might be cutting it just a tiny bit short, but I am absolutely starting on time, so you should not even notice. There should not even, it will seem exactly the same. Anyway, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. All right, and oh my gosh, if we got some blockbuster questions, we've got some blockbuster stuff to talk about today. Oh my goodness. However, I do want to start. I'm pretty sure I had this saved somewhere. I think in downloads. It is so sweet. Lynn Halliday, who has been so sweet. And we're definitely covering your question today, Lynn. But her daughter created a sim character and has been sort of updating it day by day based on what I wear, the colors I'm using and what have you, and my nails and, all this kind of stuff. So it's so sweet. And she changed her avatar to this image, and so I grabbed it and I blew it up. It's a little grainy just because of the size of the image, but this is so much fun. I just wanted to show you. Share screen window. So, and there's a cat. There's a cat on her shirt, and I was wearing purple that day, so this purple shirt and the big hair, and it's so sweet. So thank you. That is so sweet. It's fun. So okay, are you guys ready? We're almost 3 minutes in. Oh my goodness. It's the most wonderful time of the... Hopefully this is coming out this year. At 3 minutes in. Actually, we're like 2:50. An alternate Mueller report could be released soon, which includes not only summaries of the official report parts, but many details that were left out. An unpublished, on Politico is reporting, an unpublished investigative compilation, sometimes referred to as the alternate Mueller report, has been located in Justice Department files and could be released soon. Who else will clear their schedule? This card just jumped out of the deck. Okay, seriously. Now we've, I like that Teresa Ford, wiggles giggles. Now, before we get too excited, we have been, we've been disappointed before. So I'm trying to stay, just keep everything cool. Keep everything calm. Chat Wadsworth is asking, was it hidden? I think that's got to be a part of this too, because this alternate Mueller report was found in Justice Department files. You don't say. Mandy of Merrimack's asking, alternate as in real? Apple is asking, whose version, Mueller's or Barr's? Well, it sounds like this alternate Mueller report has details. So let's see. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do a full Celtic. Because it may say something about the Mueller report. We would like them to deal with, bring out, hello, Oh, thank you guys. I love the trippy, the trippy singing ornaments. I love that. Teresa Ford says, sounds like a first draft to me. Donna Belvin saying, or was it left to be found? That's what I'm wondering. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Was it just, I'll just leave a copy there. All right. The alternate Mueller report. Is there something there? Was it left there to be found? Okay, it's not feeling like. All right, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time doing a full Celtic. I do these overloaded Celtic. For people who haven't seen it, it's cards and cards and cards. There's the past. There's the center of the reading. 2 cards above it. What's above the question? Above the reading. What's below the topic? The reading. Near future 1, near future 2. Home environment. Hopes and fears. What other people see. Challenge, and final outcome 1, 2, and 3, and then a card for the reading, because that's not enough cards apparently. So this is what I call my overloaded Celtic. There's a lot here, but it's just kind of how I do. I shouldn't say we, but I don't know. I kind of think of you guys as like we do this together. Yeah, but I don't talk about myself in the third person. All right. Is it real? Is it not? The Mueller report was so heavily redacted by that blankety blank bar. Yeah, what's real, what's not. So in the past, this feels like it's been sitting there ticking. Like it's gonna come to light. It's just waiting. That would be a good thing, potentially. All right, center of the reading. So center of the reading, center of the question. Thief. Could be who, this is nefarious stuff, obstruction of justice. Also the fact that this was secreted away, but this feels much more nefarious than that. Secreted away as in tucked away, not really carried elsewhere. That's pretty nefarious. All right, now hanging above this alternate report, Knight of Wands, Magician. Well, these are actions by these are the nefarious actors and what they did. This is pointing out what they did. This is calling attention to what they did. Okay. Beneath the base of the reading, right-wing communication. So the Trump communications, and not necessarily with Russia. It can just be the obstruction of justice stuff. Evidence. Communication. Evidence of communication. Doxy Mom says not altered report, but unedited report. Well, they say it has details the other one didn't. So, and it just says coming out soon. So, okay, I'm going to do near future and final outcome together. But right now, let's do home environment. Yeah, you working in bars, Justice Department, there was a lot of, there were some things you need to just kind of keep away from certain people. So because this whole right-wing nonsense going on with Trump getting involved, and you had, I mean, the people who would have put this together, they would have been slightly down the food chain. So up at the top, you would have had all of this with Clark and Rosen and Rosenstein and Barr, and on and on and on. All right, hopes and fears, temperance. To be honest, we're fearing it's a dud. The other side is hoping it's a dud. All right, what other people see? The Democrats, the people who are against all of this right-wing, all of this. Come on, work with me here. All of this right-wing nonsense. Finally stepping forward, finally showing something good. Challenge. Challenges that it would, because the challenge is how much this would upset people. That's actually kind of hopeful for us, isn't it? I would think. Okay. Near future 1. Page of Swords. Near future 2. Bully. Death card. It's not literal. Okay. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. Final outcome 1. King of Swords. That's like Mueller. Final outcome 2. 7 of Wands, the far right on the defensive. Final outcome 3. Come on. Boy, you're going to be really, really difficult today. That's fine. That's fine. We can be patient. We've waited this long. 4 of Cups, which is a refusal to cooperate. But they're on the defensive. And they feel very small. These are not kings. These are not people who have these positions of power where, or they're no longer in positions of power where they can get away with whatever they want, where they can do whatever they want. So I've got a pin falling out. There we go. So the cards are consistent. And it's going to cause upset. And it's been waiting there. So what is the effect of this going to be? What is the effect of this going to be? Thank you for being here. It means a lot. What is the effect of this report coming out going to be? What is the effect of this report coming out going to be? Oh my gosh, there's so much in the news today. It's crazy. Fruits of labor. A lot, just so it's all visible. I mean, it's all there. I mean, you can see it there. If you look at those pentacles, they're not covered. They're all right there. Someone has a very interesting alarm going off downstairs. I assume you can hear that. I'll close the door in a second if it continues. There might be a report coming out that's very Mueller-esque, that actually has details. And we have to ask, what kind of effect is this going to have? Because Barr's not there to okay, it's stopping. Barr's not there to edit, do a little creative editing, but you know, what's his name? Garland is getting involved in like the E Jean Carroll case, which is just disgusts me to no end. Whoops, that's not right. Hang on just a second. There, that's a little bit better. Okay. So what effect is this going to have? Ace of Swords. Devil. Sword of truth against the devil. I'm getting a little excited here. Judgment, right in the center. Major Arcana. Four of Pentacles. Oh, and the people on the right, they don't have a leg to stand on. 10 of Swords. This sword of truth against the devil that they can't counter. When does this come out? When Dear Santa, I've been a reasonably good woman this year. For Christmas, I would like the unredacted Mueller report or this alternate report to be released in its entirety to the public. Big hugs to Mrs. Claus and each reindeer. Love, Sebastian. All right. So, and you think that's the most exciting question we have today? That's pretty exciting, but oh, all right. At 19 minutes in, we have a question. We have a news report. We have a question, and we have got a fantastic comment by Desrat about it. DeSantis, Governor DeSantis of Florida, for those outside of the country. Around here, we tend to call him Death Santis, or it's what I call him. Other people have other nicknames for him. He's, as you can guess, truly awful. And just when you think he couldn't possibly sink any lower, well, I guess he's asked for a great big earth mover. Not just a shovel, but a great big earth mover, so he can go even more awful, just to even lower levels. So DeSantis is proposing a civilian paramilitary organization that would be solely under his control and not encumbered by the federal government. DeSantis proposes civilian Florida State Guard military force he would control. There is precedent, but only a little. Yes, Teresa Ford and Ed wear brown shirts. Yes. There was a Florida State Guard, but it was during World War II. And it was literally the best, the healthiest of the men who did not go overseas. For some reason, they didn't go overseas. They joined this state guard. And when the war was over, guess what happened? It was dissolved. It was a wartime thing. But DeSantis. So the question is he planning something sinister? Will the Florida legislature give him the money he wants to make it happen? And I absolutely love this rat's comment, which was, so now Deshameless wants his own Nazi troops. Yay. That is the best way to put that. Kathy Lamson saying, but 20 other states have this currently. But we're talking about DeSantis and the other states that have it. Are they ultra right wing? And we're asking, is this for nefarious purposes? GM Dave says a COVID core. Dave, my friend, you have been with me. You've been coming to this channel. You have been with me all this time. Do you really think that far right Governor DeSantis of Florida would create a COVID corps to help vaccinations? Really? Oh boy. Doxy Mom says, is the GOP having a contest we don't know about to see who can out cray the other? Yeah. So, desrat, it ain't for making cookies. Oh, Dave says, no. I had that backwards. It's a core with COVID. Yes. Wow. All right, DeSantis. All right, DeSantis, seriously, what the heck? I'm trying to be reasonable. I really am. I'm just calling him by his real name. DeSantis, Governor DeSantis, you're creating this state guard, okay, that only you control. That is no control of the federal government. Is it just for show? Is it just a something to raise money with? You know, one of those dog whistly-ish things? Because it's not like the federal government is going to invade Florida and a couple hundred people are going to make a difference if that did happen, which it won't anyway. But what is your intent here? Yep, I'm getting old tinny recordings of German speeches in the back of my head. I'm trying to be as fair here as I can be. I really am. Hello, Debbie. Chariot. That's quite the force. Is this state song going to be dun 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 dun? King of Pentacles, King, Magician, Major Arcana. It's not an emperor, but it's somebody who has this. We tend to think of this as just like, you know, a really good lawyer or a con man, or, you know, but it's still Major Arcana. The energy is still much bigger than a king. And it's a very selfish, l'estat c'est moi energy. The state, it is me, Louis XIV. To enforce his own state laws, enforce something. What's the enforcement for? Oh dear. Azalea says, I mean, it is de Satan, and his pattern of behavior is not good. I agree. AP Mom, saying, I'm concerned DeSantis will prevent people from voting. Okay. I'm not liking this energy. Electra Storm says the federal government needs to step in. Well, M. Kelpie says, to what ends? Oh, yeah. Jean A. is saying, oh, give Abbott an idea. Oh, my gosh. Mark Fiore is saying he's probably trying to secede. To what ends? DeSantis. DeSantis is putting back together the Florida State Guard that is only, and I mean only, to the best of my knowledge, this isn't even like the state government has control, like the Congress can step in. From what, please correct me if I am wrong, but my understanding is this is solely under his control. Yeah, that's not scary at all. Okay, that's an ace, but I am not getting truth out of it. That's a sword. That's a weapon. I'm not getting truth out of this card. I'm getting a weapon. I'm getting it's a weapon. Okay, this is a little upsetting. Hello, kitten. How you doing? Hi. Okay, I'll let you go back to sleep. Sorry. Okay, I'm better. Happy birthday, Roxanne. Happy birthday. Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. King of Wands. Magician. Page of Swords. This isn't DeSantis. This is Trump. Thank you. Connie Morris is saying you love the kitty tent. I would so rather think about the kitty in the tent. Gene A says, could this be a war on Mar-a-Lago? Linda Kingsley say he's bullying for it. The governor's chair and then the president's chair. Pink Love Rock and Roll is saying, so Putin couldn't take over the entire nation, so he's going to try state by state. Electra Storm says he will be back as governor then. We can't get rid of him. Okay, how nefarious is this? Give me, okay, this is what I want to know. Give me a level of nefarious. Is this like Tower Devil, death cards, I want to destroy democracy, Florida, the authoritarian state? Or is this just Page of Swords bully, sitting pretty, Nine of Pentacles, egomaniac? What is, Betty Harper, this feels so heavy. Yeah. How serious is this? How Pluto returns. I know we need Pluto. It's so useful to clear the rotten stuff away, so that new growth can start. But I'm a Scorpio, and every time Pluto has hit something major in my chart, it burnt my life to the ground. So I've got some real concern about this Pluto return we're going through. That also, depending on who you talk to, goes exact February 20th, 2 days after the next budget showdown, for the federal government. But there's some people saying it isn't actually the exact Pluto return that will have, depending on who you talk to, will have some form of Pluto return for the next 2 years. It's like, oh, yay. Right. Okay. Glenna Miles, I'm kind of agreeing with you here. Democrats need to watch more horror movies so they learn to recognize the monsters. Okay. DeSantis and the Florida State Guard. How nefarious is this? Is he just being an idiot, egomaniacal idiot? Linda Kingsley says the eclipse is tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's actually it's like at 2 a.m. or something. I forget, but it's like wee hours in the morning tonight. 5 of Pentacles. All right, this definitely has to do with Republicans feeling like if they don't do something extraordinary, as in out of the ordinary, far out of the ordinary, they're not going to be in power again for a very, very long time. How serious is this? Yes and no. We do have the egomaniacal sitting pretty. L'estat c'est moi. Am I saying that correctly? The state is me. The state, it is me. King Louis the 14th was known as the Sun King because in Paris, he took all the power that was out in the provinces and he pulled it to himself. So he was the sun. All power radiated from him. And by the time his grandson got into power, and his grandson just wanted to, seriously, his grandson's favorite thing to do was repair clocks. And yeah, he married Marie Antoinette. It was an advantageous match. But if he'd just been born into a normal family and had been able to fix clocks his whole life, he would have been perfectly content, which is not a good thing if you're trying to keep all of that power centralized while you have the aristocracy and the church willing to go really dark to turn the populace against you. Linda Kingsley is saying my head is pressurized like headphone squeezing. Yeah, I'm getting that too. So yeah, he's an egomaniac. But this is putting people in jail, locking people up, taking people to court. And this did start right here with a very serious death card. All right, so is it going to succeed? Is he going to succeed? Electra Storm says, can you ask that the Florida legislature will actually go along with this? Or will they finally put their foot down? Legislature, what are you going to do? Linda Murtry says, can we go back to the Mueller report? This is so dark. Best of my knowledge, the Hierophant, the government, that is literally the card of the institution, the government, is run by Republicans, isn't it? Who also see that if they don't do something out of the ordinary, they're going to lose their power, and they're going to lose it for a long time. So maybe they're willing to go along with extremism. Now this is starting to annoy me. This is starting to make me mad. It was scaring me, but now it's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm an American. We don't do that here. Yeah, Electra Storm says it's all Republicans. So how's your, yeah, I'm getting annoyed now. Jane Beltrain is asking, and how would the state pay for it? The fool. How's this going to turn out? Basically, he was inspired by Trump's machinations. Only, see, that's the problem with what Trump did. It gives a playbook to people who are actually smarter than Trump, but who are just as awful. See, that's the thing about Trump. He's not extraordinary. He's not even the worst person. He's not even the worst president we've had, which says something. Six of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Ace of Pentacles, stopping money going to services, suspending services, big money, insult to injury. This feels like looking out at the federal government saying, yeah, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? All right, I'll make a note. You are so awful. You are awful, awful, awful. All right. He's getting his own little sticky note. Astrology. of Florida, and DeSantis and authoritarianism. See, that's the thing. There is an older population who live in Florida who are willing to go along with all kind of stuff because they figure, well, they're well off and white, so what do they have to worry about? Guarantee you, authoritarianism always ends up being a really bad thing, even for the people who think, oh, they won't hurt me. Really? Linda Kingsley says, I'm feeling a warning red light with this. Yes, but it's not like I'm not getting this being an end of democracy. I'm not getting this. No, this is not going to. No, not in America. Nope. Ace of Wands. So they might make a play to try to. It's not really seceding. It's not really secession. It's more just we're going to have our. It's not even. Well, he's not going like saying we're going to have our own authoritarian state here in Florida, but it's moving in that. It's movement in that direction. And he's to the point of daring the federal government to do something about it. Linda Kingsley's asking, do you think the FBI is on top of this? I don't think it's hidden. I don't think this is nefarious in the sense of hidden away. Okay. It's going to be okay. Seriously. I'm not a fan of Pluto. I respect Pluto, and he's with us. He just is, and it's necessary. But I still duck and cover when it has to Pluto. And I'm just me. Other people, it doesn't affect them that much. That's good. I do have a weird configuration of my chart. So when something gets hit hard, most of the other chart, rings like a bell. So, but this is not the end of democracy. No. And anyone who thinks that Ron DeSantis, whatever the heck his name is going to be the man who brings down America. Oh, for the glory of blah, 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 blah. You are a fool. You will just be more beaten up and beaten up and beaten up by all this right-wing stuff. It will not, this is not healthy. This is not ending up in a healthy place. And this is a fool who's suspended. So sleep fine. Do sleep fine. We are going to get through this. We're going to be okay. I'm serious. Even when Pluto hit me at my worst, I made it through. And right now I worked through real, stuff I've been through, and I'm flourishing in a way I have not flourished in 30 years. So look at this. It's better than ever. So just keep that in mind. All right, now I need to turn this back on. There we go. All right. 45 minutes in. Boy, that took a long time, but it was worth it. All right. Lynn Halliday had a question, and my gosh, I hope so, because this should be banned everywhere. Lynn Halliday was asking, will conversion therapy be banned in Canada? Yes, please. Oh, yes, please. Jim Davis saying fascism is unsustainable. It's like a fever and burns them from the inside out like a microwave. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Conversion therapy. The idea that needs to completely die out. Okay, in Canada, will conversion therapy be banned? Ugh. Eventually, oh heck yeah. Oh yeah. It will be part of a shameful past, but I'm not sure how far out that is. Yeah, this far right view of everyone has to be binary genders and everybody should be heterosexual and nuclear family 2.5 kids. This is it's power of that idea is weakening. Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Lovers. There's still some people who are thinking this is okay, but the truth is coming about Lovers. It just is. It's encroaching in on that. It's just a matter of time. So, but it's not disappearing tomorrow, is what this is saying. I don't know, but eventually, oh, heck yeah. Yes, entertainment only YouTube, exactly. Thank you, Don Gov. Thank you. Will conversion therapy be pretty much banned everywhere? Yes, please. Right, Snow Wolf. Conversion therapy doesn't work. Neither did electroshock therapy. And even people are said, well, using all this heavy electroshock therapy, it helps people with really horrible depression. So does really low level electricity, like really low, like painless. Try that instead of torturing people. Yeah. Microcurrent, it's called. Knight of Pentacles. Although that is not saying that I am giving medical advice. I am not. Seriously. You know me. All of you who've been here for a long time, I will tell you, do not take medical or financial advice from anybody on YouTube. You take ideas, and then you go to people who have the nice little certificates on their walls. I don't have a certificate. I have a painted poster type thing of Chicago in the 1934 World's Fair. Do not take medical advice from here. I'm just saying there have been studies. That's not even a CYA. I'm being real. All right, Knight of Pentacles. There's still money behind it. Some idea of some people who have such narrow minds. They're like, but if people don't have to be of two even genders, let alone they can be homosexual, they can be bisexual, they can be, these things that will have chaos and society will collapse. No, it won't. If you have consenting adults, actually consenting adults who just want to love each other, that's all right. Seven of Cups, Empress, and Two of Wands. It's going to take time. The more places, actually, there's going to be a correlation. There's going to be a correlation between how much power do women have in that country. Because where there are women's rights are human rights. And where you get more human rights you get more gay rights. That's what that's saying. So someday, all of this will be in the past. A shameful past, but it will be gone, as it should be. I have family members who are gay. And anybody who would try to change a hair on their heads would have to go through me. I is small, but I is feisty. Okay. Yes, Pink, I have a kitty den. All right. Sorry, guys. Getting a little warm. We're not even through the questions yet. There's even more crazy. I don't know if it's that crazy, but there's more crazy. Okay. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. 5130. All right. Technically, this isn't politics. In reality, there are certain religious leaders who have a chunk of political power because they've got huge chunks of money. Pink says, wait, that has a fleece lining? Where? Oh, sure, I'll find the link. I'll put it in the description box for tomorrow. I love that thing. I just got it, a couple of months ago or something. Love it. I'm thinking about getting another one so I can, when that one's dirty, I can wear the other one. Perfect for winter. I wear more sweaters, but I'm just having trouble finding sweaters I like. And you're saying, what has this got to do with the reading? And I'm saying nothing. I'm trying to clean out the cards. All right, so 5230. So we usually just talk about political stuff, but there are religious leaders who have a big chunk of money, therefore they do have political power. So this was an article I thought we should just have a quick look. I have a feeling about it, but let's have a look. So a plumber was making repairs at Joel Osteen's church in Houston, I believe it is, that big arena. And as he took the wall apart, all of these envelopes just fell out. Over $600,000 worth of donations in the wall that had been reported as stolen. And insurance had even reimbursed. Now, my first thought was, okay, that I had several thoughts. My first thought was, it doesn't sound like Osteen, because Osteen just takes huge amounts of money and just buys things for himself out in the open. He doesn't bother embezzling, hiding. No, he just, here are my super, super expensive sports cars. Here's my massive mansion. Here's my, hey, look at me. Because he believes in the prosperity gospel. Therefore, if he has money, other people can have money too. If they get in God's good graces and and they listen to him. He doesn't hide money. He's not ashamed of having money, of using donated money on himself. But $600,000 in the wall. My second thought was, can you imagine all the new people coming to church on Sunday who are going to really need to go to the bathroom. And by Sunday afternoon, it's like every bathroom in that place, the walls are going to be stripped down to the studs in the bathrooms. Wow. $600,000, huh? It feels like they're only panicking in that it could be a PR nightmare. But they think they'll get hold of, they'll sort it out. And yeah, I mean, in a sense, like Trump, things don't look as illegal or as wrong or immoral or unethical if you just do it straight out in the open, like there's nothing wrong with doing that. Especially if you do it incrementally, but right out in the open. Then it's like, isn't that illegal? Isn't that wrong? Isn't that unethical? But then it's harder to make, because as a species, we react to other members of our species, their sense of shame. But if they have no shame, it's actually harder for us. The wiring up here, it's very old. It's very, very old. And it is not caught up with the modern world. Not any chance. It's doing its best. But this hasn't had a real upgrade in how many thousands of years? So where you're dealing with more con men or people who have questionable ethics or what have you, we don't always get the red flags. We don't always question what we should. I'm not saying Joel Osteen is a con man. He helps somebody. I'm saying in general. Anyway, so $600,000 on the walls. That could have fed a lot of people. Police are definitely going to be looking into this. Yeah, it's quite the burden. I found these envelopes that were donations that you said had been stolen, that were gone. But you just keep on keeping on. And he's sitting pretty and will continue to. Somebody was trying to steal. Are they going to catch the person who tried to steal? Honestly, it's terrible of me. I don't care. It's just a petty thief. It's just a really pathetic, petty thief. Holly Coleman saying Joel Osteen was born on March 5th, 1963. Pisces sun. Well, he's organized religion. And Cancer moon. I'd love to see that chart, because that Cancer moon has got to be afflicted somehow. Yeah, I mean, I know he looks after his flock and what have you, but he's not exactly here. I want to feed the world. I want to. With all of his. Have you seen where he lives? Have you seen the picture of the whole thing of where he lives? Do you know how many kids you could feed with that money? But he's a man of. I'm not saying people shouldn't have money. I'm saying if you have set yourself up to be, living the embodiment of the word. Jesus wasn't about that. I'm telling you guys, I don't understand it. And I don't mean this in a negative way. I'm serious. You worship a hippie, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. caring, generous, non-materialistic. Give to others constantly, and you will be provided for. Not give me all of your donations and I am going to buy this house that is bigger than most hotels and live there with myself and my wife because my kids have gone off to college or whatever. Yeah, and he didn't open the mega church during the flooding. Yeah, he eventually did. He was shamed into it publicly. Yep, it's just a petty. But in this case, it's a petty thief. It just points out his hypocrisy, or maybe it isn't even hypocrisy. I mean, that's kind of the point of the prosperity gospel. Anyway, 101. Karma. And this could get interesting. I hope so. Petty, Pamela Bryan says, not to the tune of $600,000. Oh, no. I just mean petty as in it's not someone who is trying to set themselves up as like another Osteen or setting up their own thing, or, it's someone working for Osteen and he's going to pocket the money. It's not part of a bigger thing. It's just a thief, a sneak thief. That's all I was getting. So, okay. Actually, 102 now. This could get interesting. Sidney Powell and Lin Wood have been ordered to pay over $175,000 in collective legal fees to Michigan and the city of Detroit for the defense fees stemming from Trump's baseless election fraud claims. Yay! Okay, we're good with that. Hooray! This is where it gets interesting. Will more financial woes hit the pair from other suits? And there's a lot of indications that's possible. And let's just look at Sidney Powell. Will she go after whoever gave her the go-ahead to file these lawsuits in the first place? Presumably Trump and or Giuliani. Is Sidney Powell going to file suit against Trump, Giuliani, any of these other people? Because the brunt of the backlash is falling on her. Hello, Kate. Boy, you have missed some blockbuster questions. Whoo, boy. Especially because you should go back and watch the thing on Florida. Oh, jeez. Starts at 19 minutes. Anyway, Sidney Powell. Sidney Powell. Oh, wow. Her energy is still pond scummish, but it isn't as scummish. She's starting to wake up a little bit to... Yeah, she's had some rude awakenings here. It's still not clean, trust me. Her energy, yes, Jolie, her energy is dark. But things might be turning a little bit. So, does Rat have a wonderful day? He's off to work. Okay. So, Sidney Powell. Yeah, the sword of truth is falling on you, bucko. And Trump is still swanning around. All of him is the eeny weeny teeny Mussolini. 6 of Pentacles. Devil. Yeah. You did this. You did the work for him. And you probably didn't get paid or didn't get paid much for baseless, democracy-destroying garbage. This is the thief card right in the middle. We have the 3 of swords as these judgments have been coming down on you. Knight of Cups. So you need to find a way to pay for all this. And this is someone getting on their horse to go after someone. Cool piece. You're so nice. Not 100% pawn scummish, yet still a bit pawn scummish. True. I cannot imagine being a spiritual leader or calling myself a spiritual leader. Having that kind of power and living with that level of materialism. Obviously, money is not my reason for, the center of my life reason for doing things. I wouldn't be doing this, but that's okay. This is a blessing. I am grateful every day I'm able to do this with you guys, even if it is part-time income. That's fine. I'd do it for free, and I did. So, all right. So back to Sidney Powell. Queen of Wands. I carried this for. Oh, she's mad. Oh, that's mad. Oh, that's a. I carried this wand. This is Trump's wand. I carried this for you. I'll just be back here. You just yell at him. I'm over here. Don't pay me any mind. Chariot. 5 of Wands. I'm not paying this. I am not paying this. I am not. You started this. You wanted this. You started this. I'm going to get you because this is what you wanted and I'm not paying for it. Oh, wow. She's mad. Thank you for being here, Snow Wolf. What did you guys say one day? It was released it wasn't Kraken. It was something like that, but it was talking about Sidney Powell. It wasn't a Karen thing because there are nice Karens out there. Women named Karen do not deserve this kind of garbage. But there was something else you guys came up with. Release I forget what it was. It was very funny. Strength. Yeah. This, I'm being drawn to her, this infinity symbol above her head, which is a turn. Oh, and right underneath that, strength, the turn. Take me, try to put me down. You think you're going to stay up here? That emperor? Mm-mm. And she really does owe a lot of money. And she's going to, yes, Pink, that was it. Release the crackpot. She does owe a lot of money. And you'd think she has enough money that who cares? But oh no, it feels like there's a lot. No memories of echoes. I wouldn't say that. But yes, release the crackpot. Justice, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of. Oh, she's mad. Okay, so I think she's going to eventually, yeah. As the amount she owes builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, she's going to finally turn around and say, "Oh, excuse you, I did this for you." And you know what Trump is going to do? Nothing, because he's a narcissist, and you decided to work for him, and you decided to push his garbage. and to do your part to try to destroy a democracy in America. So empathy for you. Empathy meter 0. Yeah, 0. 110 and a 110 and a bit. 110. Let's see, 30. I just thought I'd check in. Is it even worth our time? Sure, 3 cards. 38 Democrats from the House Progressive Caucus have called for Boebert to be stripped of her committee assignment for her anti-Islamic comments and 3 videos accusing Representative Moore of being a terrorist. Will they be successful? Is censure the next step? These people keep doing this stuff, and the other side is just not going to hold them accountable. But I guess I'm here to read on this stuff anyway, so... Will Boebert finally be held accountable? Will there be some backlash for flat out saying that a sitting representative is a terrorist, actual literal terrorist, and calling her closest colleagues, who are not Muslim, by the way, calling them the jihad squad repeatedly, and inciting hatred of Muslims, hatred against Muslims. True, Linda McMurtry, they removed Marjorie Taylor Greene from her committees, but this is Boebert worth looking at. Devil, yeah. Racism doesn't end well. Not good, not true. Total garbage. Corrosive. Hateful. Despicable. Yeah. Ace of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. Tower. This doesn't feel like her. She's okay on this topic. It's that this is part of her plan. She's repeating this stuff over and over, even after she's been censored. She's repeating it at fundraisers and things like that because she gets a lot of donations. It's her plan, and she's just doing her plan. Now, that's at the center. What's on either side of her is a sword of truth and a tower. Now, this could be her trying to incite violence. But I've been getting a lot of cards about the sword of truth that the January 6th committee is wielding, possibly coming against her. Let's see, any more information? Don Gubb says we're getting close to an autumn eye roll. We are in potential eye roll territory. That we are. Boebert. Yep. I just got this chill up the back of my spine. Okay, yeah, Boebert. January 6th is coming for Boebert. The January 6th Select Committee is coming for Boebert. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. That'll get your posture straightened right out. Evidence. Card of evidence. People come in, they leave evidence, they walk out. Somebody else comes in, leaves evidence, walks out. Day and night. Night and day. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, she's making money off of this. Two of Swords. Three of Wands. Nine of Swords. She's going to keep doing what she's doing until she has to stop. And she will, there are legal decisions here. This is her just continuing to do that, looking for more money to come in. This is worry. This is legal worry. Either something happens because of this garbage she's doing, and she's held legally culpable for some reason. I don't know how things would work legally there. Or this is January 6th committee, but one way or the other, this is her. And this is losing a lot of sleep over legal matters. And possibility of a wall made of bars of metal. Possibility. Pink says, sounds like your guides just pinged you. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Google Peace is saying, do you believe she is or has been selected and groomed to be a scapegoat? I think the women in the situation, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, the Boeberts, they are more likely to go out than the men, or go down than the men. Ivana here, I pulled the Ace of Pentacles. What does that mean to you? What cards you pull aren't as important as what you feel like they mean. Devil. She's sad. I mean, like, pathetic. She has a very pathetic life. It's very small. You're a footnote. And of course, I'm not going to work with the Democrats, blah, 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 blah. The Democrats don't need you and don't want you. Even the least of them is who? That's her future. All right. So, Don Gov, I like it when Autumn talks all goalie. Oh, I don't know. Okay. All right. 118. Michael Grant says, I do not like Liz Cheney. We do not like her in the house. We only like her when she's fighting a louse. We do like her here and now. Other than that, we don't like her anyhow. $118.30. Mark Meadows is now backtracking his own written accounts of Trump having COVID and called that portion of his own book fake news. It's your own book. It's your own book. You wrote the book. You put out the book. You edited. It's your book. How is it fake news if it's your book? That's pathetic. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you. That's pathetic. Yes, true, Kat. The bully scared him. Oh, yeah. He was taken to task. Yeah. But it's your own book. But no, it's fake news. Not, I was wrong, which she probably wasn't. It's exactly what happened. But now it's, oh, I don't admit culpability. You got it wrong. You misunderstood. That's called gaslighting. But you said, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's fake. That's fake. You're making that up. I've got your book right here, and it says right here, you reporting that is fake. It's in your book. Oh, boy. Okay, Mark Meadows is now backtracking on his own written accounts of Trump having COVID and called the portion of his own book fake news. How will this affect his publishing deal? If Trump already has this big a hold on him to make Meadows potentially violate his publishing contract, well, violating his publishing contract would be if he's saying it's not true, but he put it out as true. In theory, it could open his publishers up for liability. If it's written and he's saying it's fake, then that would either he didn't write it and the publishers put it in there, or he's lying. So he has opened the publisher up to potentially being sued by Trump. And you'd think, well, that's not going to happen. That's unreasonable. Think of who we're talking about. So if Trump already has this big a hold on him to make Meadows potentially violate his publishing contract and be subject to legal woes from it, what does this say to Meadows' supposed cooperation with the January 6th committee? That's the important part. Electra Storm says the publishers I know are smart and have proof. Oh, they would win the case. I'm just saying, why should they have to spend the time and the money on their lawyers? But anyway, so if this is that, so what about Meadows working with the January 6th committee? Is he giving them a fulsome accounting? Or is it a whole bunch of made up stuff? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, trying to make some money. I don't know how well his book is selling. Because that's trying to make some money, but that's not a lot of money. And in these traditional publishing deals, I mean, maybe he got a special deal, but in traditional publishing, at least back in the day, you only got, as an author, you only got like 8% of the cover price. That was it. The rest of it went to the printer, distributor, and publishing house. Mostly distributors. That's why when Amazon started creating self-publishing, where you can keep, depending on kind of how you're doing things, you either get 35%, or under specific circumstances, you get 70% of the price. That's why self-publishing authors were like, you know what? I'm good because I have a lot more control. I make more money that way. How much money is that's the publishing house? This is possibly his royalties too. Yeah, there's a fantasy that, I'm going to write the great American novel and it's going to, sell a million copies. It's going to sell 1 million copies. Well, okay. How much money are you really going to make from that? And is it really going to sell 1 million? And so. All right, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, book might not be doing so well, to be honest. Even though everybody seems to be talking about it, it's kind of Hanged Man, Emperor. Oh, Trump's mad. Trump wants to hang him out to dry. Insult to injury. Justice. I'm not even near the January 6th committee at this point. This is... I wonder if the Orange Fuhrer is going to get all litigious again. Or, who knows, maybe the publishing house will go after Meadows, or Meadows, or who knows what. Anyway, but what about Meadows in the January 6th committee, select committee? Elector Storm says, if Trump is mad, you know he told the truth then. Mm-hmm. Yes. 5 of Pentacles. January 6th committee, huh? I don't need this. Page of Pentacles, Judgment, Moon. He still thinks he can get away with a lot. They all do. They all think that they can just, it's a little harder than when Trump was there, but we'll delay things, we'll send things to courts, we'll da-da-da-da. Yeah, they're not playing, and the committee's not playing, not playing. Judgment, Major Arcana, howling at the moon, massive emotion, ups, yeah. Good luck lying to the committee. Good luck. Oh boy. Betty Harper's asking, are there any lawyers left who will still work for the Fuhrer, the Orange Fuhrer? Apparently, I don't get it, but. All right, 127 in a bit. 127, let's just say 50. Fox News talking head Lara Logan. Breathe. Fox News talking head Lara Logan recently compared Dr. Fauci to Nazi Dr. Mengele. I've seen this video too. She did. Well, Fauci is calling for some kind of disciplinarian action. The question stands, how far will their hatred of him go? Is anything going to happen because of their continued defamation and slander? I'm starting to worry about that little man. I know he's got good security, but I'm still starting to worry about that little man. And I don't say that in a dismissive or negative way. I have no idea how old he is, but I feel like protecting my grandfather-ish type. Not quite, but in that area. Yeah. One of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is waltzing through the country. You need somebody who's going to stand up and say, hey, literal, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Using pestilence here. Sun, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. They got nothing. 2, it's a talking point. They've got nothing. Nope, it's a dud. Good. It's a talking point. There's nothing behind it. It's just to something to run the flag up. He's easy to attack, and there doesn't have to be anything justified, and he can only fight back to a point. And this is just a little something, just that dog whistle. Meanwhile, he's helping organize, get the vaccines out and medical care, and good. These people are so awful. Margaret Wren says Dr. Fauci will be 81 on he's a Christmas Eve baby. He will be 81. Yeah. Actually, so he's a father figure to me. Yeah. Okay. Linda McMurtry says, Autumn, why do you call him a little man? He's a giant among men. Oh, no, that was not dismissive. That was, he's not an action hero. Come at me, bro. He's just there, smart, doing his thing, doing his work, fighting the good fight, caring about others. It's not like he's out there, yeah, well, let me tell you something about you and you know, that's why I said little. You know, I'm sure I probably said it wrong. I probably should have put it another way. But all right, so at 1:30, Gina has a valid question. Will Kayleigh Cockamamie testify? She is scheduled to testify. Will she actually do it? Kayleigh Cockamamie. Are you going to testify and actually testify? Michael Grant, will she tell the truth? It doesn't feel like it, but should, you know, it's sort of is what it feels like. But King of Swords, prosecutors, January 6th. There are prosecutors, people with a lot of prosecutorial experience on the January 6th committee. They're not playing. Every reading I've done on the January 6th committee, the energy's like, whoa, okay. They're not playing. 8 of Cups. Evidence. Ace of Cups. Magician. Ace of Wands. 7 of Cups. I don't know if she's going to help them, but chances are she'll turn around and... Because she works at Fox News now, doesn't she? I could be wrong. But she'll turn around and say, they're nothing, their questions are pointless, blah, 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 blah. Whatever helps her job at Fox News. That's what she'll do. Because I believe she's over there. So she's a communications person. But this is evidence, and it feels like this is the strength of the committee. Getting evidence. It feels like she's gonna help a little, but not here. That's what I'm getting, and she may lie about it afterward to the public. Oh no, I didn't. That's what I'm getting. Oh, wow. Leslie's saying, I worked for Fauci in the 80s in the HIV epidemic. He is an amazing human being who genuinely cares about people in our country. I believe that. I really hope you guys didn't think I was putting him down. I was trying to say afterward, I don't mean that in a negative way. Like smart, strong, but not you'd want to protect him a little bit. That's what I meant. Hold, please. Yeah, he's out there fighting the good fight and will continue to do so. Bless him. All right. So, Kate Priest says Fauci is a little man in the way that Trump is a big man. It's better to be the little man in this equation. Oh, yeah. Very, very Steve Rogers. To be a good man. And we know who is the good man in this equation. Pink says he's like everybody's grandpa right now. Yep. Anyway. Thank you, Pamela. All right, 136. Sorry. 136. Okay. E Jean Carroll's case. This is frustrating. The case hasn't gone forward yet. Arguments began before the New York Federal Court of Appeals. They have begun before the New York Federal Court of Appeals on the E Jean Carroll case today, with the panel of judges considering two democratically appointed and one. So the panel of judges consists of two who were appointed by Democrats, one who was appointed by Trump. My understanding is it has to do with if the case can go forward, because Barr said that the government should take over the case to protect Trump against this defamation case, which would immediately kill the case because the federal government cannot be sued for libel. When Merrick Garland got in, he decided he was going to do the same thing. So anyway, it's before an appeals court right now on whether E Jean Carroll's case is going to get to go forward or not. E Jean Carroll, bless you. She's strong. She's strong. This is good. People are praying for her. That's nice. It's nice when you go towards somebody's energy and you can feel these they're like beautiful streamers of energy coming in, like golden streamers of energy coming in towards somebody when there are many people praying for that person. It's really nice. Yeah, the whole thing's crazy making from what Trump's accused of having done to the situation with the government. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I might need a Tums. Oof. Two of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Empress. That's her. Very strong. Hermit. What is this? Because it's right next to this. This feels very strong. This. Yeah, my stomach's just turned. Okay. Well, now, we read on the nicest people. And in this case, I'm talking about Trump and Barr. I'm reserving judgment on Merrick Garland. I shouldn't, but I am. But what's going on with this Hermit card? Thank you, Leslie. E Jean Carroll's case. E Jean Carroll's defamation case. Ten cups. That's good. Insult to injury, you think. Tower. King of Cups. That's Biden. Biden's DOJ. Adding insult to injury. I'm getting a weird mixed message. Has anybody else read on this? Getting a weird mixed message. I thought I'd been getting that she was going to go forward. She was going to win. But there's some weird hiccup or something. Moon. I think she's feeling like we're going to be very upset. She has evidence. Page of Pentacles. 9 of... She's not asking for that much, and she is absolutely a victim here, and she has the evidence. Good grief. The 3 cards sitting on the deck right here. Star, World, Moon. Star, the end of chapter, end of book. Great upset. I don't like this energy. I don't like this energy. It seems to have, it feels like the energy is turned against her. I hope this is temporary. Man. And Trump is still swanning around. Magician, Star, Queen of Wands. Energy's bad. Energy's corrupt. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, Mary Huddleston saying, Ellie dreams down under. She is so sweet. Read about it a couple of months ago. I asked the question. The reading was positive at the time. Good. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. If she can go forward this and she wins, I will be so happy. And I have been getting positive stuff, but today it was like a big hiccup, but she's definitely done some damage to his reputation. And maybe since she was able to get Mary Trump's DNA, maybe she can just release it to the public to say, okay, if it's a match, this is the match. This is my evidence. And she just lays it all out there. Because of a prosecutor. Because of a government. No, she's not being prosecuted. I'm still getting suspension. Yeah, I'm getting really chaotic, unhelpful energy. Please tell me I did not just shuffle my cards. Okay. With one facing one way, the other half facing the other. No, it's okay. All right. At 1:45, the parents of the 15-year-old shooter The parents of the 15-year-old shooter in the recent Michigan school shooting are being charged with involuntary manslaughter because their gun was made available. They didn't secure their gun. Will this set legal precedents for future juvenile shooters and their family? King of Pentacles. Well, of course, the gun rights people don't want that. Knight of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This is their child going forth for doing a school shooting. The families, the parents of these kinds of kids, I mean, they're not usually like uber rich. I'm not saying they're not well off, just on the whole. Evidence, they can prove it. Some kind of fine, maybe. It's not earth-shattering changing of everything. Linda Kingsley said they also went after the lawyers on the case. I see bribe and retreat. Wow. Apple saying she. What is that from something earlier? I don't see the earlier thing. Excuse me. Well, we're not really reading on that specific case anyway. I was reading on it, the overall, will this set a precedence to, is that kind of the way things are headed, where the parents will be held more accountable for securing their weapons. Wands. 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. In some cases, I'm just getting in some cases. I'm seeing incremental change, not wholesale change. So, and that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. We're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. You're not alone. And I will be back here at at 4. It is 1:49 p.m. here in Chicago, Central Time in the U.S. I will be back at 4 o'clock. I will be over on the Book Art Media channel for the daily creative sprints. Link is in the description box. Bring your creative projects and hang out. We'll try to encourage you. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, as I am every day. And I'll take more of your political questions out of the chat, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your day. All right? Hang in there. And there are good days ahead. Don't forget that. Take care.